Hola, muy buenas tardes. I start this video with a confession. Frosties, as my t-shirt shows, are great, but sometimes teaching isn't. And actually, one of the challenges we've got, I found this year, is teaching Year 8, both Year 8 French and Year 8 Spanish. You guys, Year 8, have really suffered with obviously having Year 7 not fully completed and doing so much online. And that's kind of had a knock-on effect of how to teach Year 8 languages this year. So I want to put together something based on a lesson I taught a couple of weeks ago, just to talk through a few ideas. Gracias por ver mi video en español. Ok, fantástico. Muy bien. Buenas noches a todos y a todas. Bienvenidos a mi canal YouTube. So I want to talk through some Year 8 writing techniques, and I was teaching these a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to kind of revisit them to talk in a bit more detail. So particularly end of Year 7, start of Year 8 in Spanish, you're looking at this kind of structure. Skip one. Me gusta ver, I like to watch. Whenever me gusta and you want another verb, like I like to watch, me gusta ver, it has to be the infinitive. I like to eat, me gusta comer. I like to drink, me gusta beber. Las comedias, comedies, porque, the connective, because. Son, the verb they are, because it's comedias plural. So son, not es, and then entretenidas, entertaining. That entretenidas on the end, that as at the end is agreeing with comedias. Comedias, feminine plural. The adjective entertaining has to agree. That's okay. End of Year 7, start of Year 8, but by start of Year 8 going to middle of Year 8, we really want to kind of go beyond that. Now, I was teaching a couple of weeks ago on this task, escribir 40 palabras, 40-word writing. This is deliberately 40 words as opposed to 50, because if you did Foundation Spanish GCSE, one of your tasks would be to write 40 words. And 40 words isn't all that much, actually. Generally, given you have 4 bullet points and you have to answer each of the 4 bullet points, more or less a sentence each. So I'm going to talk through how you could have a go at this, and hopefully then you can see how it's done and pick up a few tips. So first things you need to do is work out what they're asking you to do. Escribes un mensaje a tu amigo español. You're writing a message to a Spanish friend. They always give you this kind of context. Hay que mencionar. You have to mention 4 bullet points. Number 1, los programas que te gustan, programs you like. Dos, los programas que no te gustan, programs you don't like. Tres, un miembro de tu familia y lo que le gusta, so a family member and what they like. That's forcing you to talk about somebody else to show that you have that skill to use different verbs and manipulate and change them. And then lo que te gustaría ver en el futuro, what you would like to watch in the future. That's deliberately trying to make you use a different tense, to use what's called the conditional, something you would like to do. So it's trying to get you to think outside the box and show more advanced Spanish. Got a few thinking things there as well. So opinion phrases, anything that gives an opinion, and trying to think going beyond me gusta. Connectives, words like porque, because, sin embargo, however to connect, and intensifiers. Things like muy, very, bastante, quite. And then time phrases. Todos los días, every day, siempre, always, nunca, never. Those sorts of things you can kind of drop into your Spanish just to give it a bit more flavor, a bit more variety. Right, let's go through each of the bullet points and I'll quickly talk through what a model sentence could be, just to help you going forward. So, firstly, los programas que te gustan. Siempre me gusta ver las comedias, dado que son divertidas. I always like to watch comedies because they're fun. So what I've done, time phrase there, siempre. I've used me gusta, I could have used me encanta, or I love, or prefiero, I prefer. And I used the connective, dado que, given that, so I'm kind of mixing it up as well there. Los programas que no te gustan, programs you don't like. Sin embargo, I'm getting my next connective in there. Nunca, time phrase, never. Nunca veo el telediario, I never watch the news. Ya que, another connective, another way of saying because, but I've kind of mixed it up. Es realmente una pérdida de tiempo. So it's really a waste of time. Realmente, an intensifier really could also be an adverb, just mix it up. And then here, una pérdida de tiempo, a waste of time. So saying that I never watch news because it's really a waste of time, which is a great thing to write in 2020, isn't it? But something like that, una pérdida de tiempo, is a great phrase to learn because it just takes you beyond no me gusta and es aburrido. So the family member. Right. En cuanto a mi madre. En cuanto a means as for. So en cuanto a mi madre, as for my mum, or concerning my mum, it's just a really nice linking way to start talking about somebody else. Le gusta ver, remember if you're talking about someone else, le gusta. He likes or she likes, le gusta can mean he or she likes. Ver las telenovelas todos los días. I haven't used an intensifier. I possibly could have put an adjective in there, but I definitely used a time phrase, todos los días, every day. Final one about lo que te gustaría ver en el futuro. So what have I done? A mi ver, which means kind of according to me, in my opinion. So it's a nice opinion phrase. No me gustaría ver, I wouldn't like to watch. So different tense, so you're adding variety. No me gusta ver la telerealidad, I wouldn't like to watch reality TV. ¿Por qué? Because, so I've used 3 different ways of saying por qué so far. Sería, it would be. So es means it is, sería, it would be. Totalmente tonta, totally silly. Once again, I've added an intensifier just to make it a bit more interesting. Tonta with an A on the end as opposed to tonto because la telerealidad is feminine. Okay, if you're a year 8 watching, I hope that's been helpful. If you're a teacher watching, I hope it's given you a few ideas, particularly how to walk year 8 students and probably year 9 as well through a writing. Often this is one of the skills that needs a little bit more support and structure teaching in 2020 after school absences and online teaching. Muchas gracias por ver mi video. Por favor, no olvides de dejar un mensaje, un comentario de lo que te gustaría ver. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, message below what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to teach on my YouTube channel. Muchas gracias. Buenas noches.